welcome to CozyAnimeCookie, aka your girl Alicia, and we are diving into Fishy. Now, I read a little bit about this game on the Steam description that it's about a middle schooler who is battling with anxiety and acceptance. But that's as far as I know, just the synopsis of the game. I haven't actually personally played it just of yet. So enough with me talking. Let's go ahead and dive into this game. Honestly, you didn't even want to come here. The ocean has never been your thing. There are sharp things you can step on and colorful things that inject poison into you when you touch them, and large things that are faster and stronger than you. And the worst part, they're all alive and they're hungry. Mom, I'm out of sparkling water. You turn to look at the instigator of your distress, Monica. It's her 14th birthday. Monica, really? Girl, you're cute. Why you gotta be so mean? I'm loving the braids. I like the whole outfit altogether. Okay, all right. Last year for her birthday, Monica's parents rented the local theme park for a whole day. The entire class had gone. You gotten to ride the big kid rides for the first time. Everyone talked about it for the rest of the year. As the date approached again, the talk started to shift. What would Monica do for her birthday this year? You recall the sinking feeling in your stomach when you found out. You're invited to Monica's 14th birthday overnight marine adventure. Spend an evening at the aquarium, exploring the exhibits before tucking into your sleeping bag for a night under the sea. See, okay, this is something new that I'm finding out that you can actually do at a museum. I never done this before at a museum, nor would I think I would want to do that because one, that is a strange location where strange entrances that can happen and exits and entrance that I don't even know how to navigate through, and people can come in and out, do crazy things. Two, I like my bed. So I don't understand how this is a new thing now and parents are allowing their children to do this type of stuff. I maybe it's just me because I don't have any kids myself. I don't understand the whole coolness of this, but I would never. Anyways, let's dive back in. Mom, this sparkling water is cherry flavored. Gross. Now, come on now. Cherry flavor kind of okay. Typical Monica. Your classmates swarm the lobby excitedly, stepping over sleeping bags and toothbrushes that no one has any intentions of using. Ew. An aquarium employee is going student to student, handing out ID badges. You stand alone. Where is Misha? Why isn't she here yet? She promised. You remember that day at lunch when she convinced you. You have to come. It'll be so fun. And if you don't go, you'll miss out. Everyone else is going. You'll be the only kid in our class who didn't go. Look, I know you don't like fish or oceans or like water or whatever, but you'll probably like it once you get there. It's not like we're swimming with sharks or anything. There's no actual danger. I'll be with you the whole time, promise. Well, you're here and Misha isn't, so that's cool. The door to the aquarium opens. Misha? What up, nerds? Uh-oh. Toby drops his bag near the door and runs over to Monica, holding his hands above his head like a shark fin. Dun 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 dun. Stop it, Toby. You're so annoying. Dun 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 dun. Toby isn't in your grade, but he's Monica's older cousin, so he usually ends up at her parties anyway. The aquarium guide approaches you with a friendly smile. Hi there. I'm going to print you an ID card. Would you help me fill one out for you? Oh. Okay. Did she lose her arm to a shark attack? Is that the reason why? Oh, I'm assuming. Let me just make up a name for her. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the standard Leisha. Leisha. Thank you, Leisha. Favorite sea creature? Gosh, there's so many of them. I like sand dollars. Those are pretty. They're kind of creepy as well, since they the exoskeleton. Yeah, they're kind of, I think sand dollars are sea urchins or bottom feeders. That's the name of it, bottom feeders. And then there's of course the sea urchin, which I like. And then there's, oh, okay, I'm going off topic. Let me. I shall choose my favorite in shark. I'm choosing a shark. That's my favorite too. Here you go. Don't lose it. I should have chosen a dolphin or whale. I like whales because ever since I saw Free Willy, I liked whales. Thanks. The aquarium guy looks around. Well, I think that's everyone. Let's go ahead and start. Wait, my friend isn't here yet. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Besides, the majesty of aquarium awaits. He gives you 2 thumbs up and then heads over to Monica's parents. Attention everyone! Monica is standing on a bench, gesturing wildly. Your classmates quiet down and gather around her. Thanks for coming to my birthday. Tonight's going to be really fun. We have free run of the entire aquarium, so we can do whatever we want. Actually, some of our exhibits are under construction or closed temporarily for one reason or another, so please stay away from any of off-limit areas. Anyway, it's going to be tons of fun, but sure, restricted areas. There will be cake and presents later. Feeling a little anxious, you trace the rivets on your prosthetic arm. Oh, also we have unlimited LaCroix, so go wild. Okay, I see. This creator must be from the Bay Area. Thank you, Monica, and happy birthday. Now, everyone, we're going to enter the aquarium. We'll walk through the magnificent jellies exhibit and drop off your stuff in the deep ocean room, where you'll be sleeping next to our 1.1 million gallon saltwater tank, or our largest tank. Wow. Dread shoots through your body. You'll be sleeping where? Now follow me. We're going to have a really special night. Enter. Oh, enter. Oh, I should have chose jellyfish. Oh, it's dark inside the jellyfish exhibit. You catch glimpses of the faces of your classmates, illuminated by the glow of the tanks. Oh, look at them. You walk along the black velvet floors, keeping to the back of the group. You don't know these people very well, but they all seem to be best friends. Plus, it's dark. You bump into a large shape in front of you. Hey, watch it, freak! Oh, that was not nice. You don't call people's name. No, you're not saying sorry. Ignore him. Weirdo. The aquarium guy stops in front of a wide tank with rounded edges. Jellyfish float gently behind him in a seemingly endless blue void. Now, like I said, we're going to drop off your stuff at the deep ocean room. After that, you're free to explore the aquarium until bedtime. We have a few rules: no running, no tapping on the glass, and like I said, no entering restricted areas. Now, does anyone have any ideas about why we're not allowed to tap on the glass? Because it'll break, killing all of us. No, the glass on these small tanks is half an inch thick, and the glass on our largest tanks, which you'll see later, is over 20 inches thick. You're perfectly safe. Would anyone like to take another stab at why we shouldn't tap on the glass? I know why. It gives the fish anxiety. Delane is very smart. She's won first place on the School of Science fair every year since 5th grade. That's right, and fish get sick when they're stressed, and they can even die from stress. All animals can die from stress, even humans. It's a scientific fact. Well, yes, technically you're correct. But no worries about that here. We just want to make sure the little fishes are as comfortable and happy as possible. The darkness is making you feel uneasy. You jump when someone grabs your shoulders. Hey, Alicia. You turn around. What did I miss? Oh, Misha is whisper shouting, visibly excited and grinning ear to ear. You step away from the group to continue the conversation as the aquarium guide launches into a story about the aquarium's history. You scared me, and you're super late. I was worried you wouldn't come. Of course I'm going. I would never miss out on this. What took you so long? Nothing. Just some stuff. Is Toby here? Yeah, why? I just think he's kind of cute. Anyway, look at all these cool jellies. They're like little aliens. You watch the jellies for a while. Some of them are kind of cute, the little ones that bob up and down, but some of them are bigger than you expected. Jellyfish tentacles are extremely dangerous. They can sting prey so that they're paralyzed and can't do anything while the jellyfish digests them. That's true, Delane, but none of that can happen here. Can you imagine what it would be like? Paralyzed, frozen, unable to move while a predator uses its long tentacles to slowly, painfully raise you into their... Okay, thanks so much for the facts, Delane. The ocean sure is a fascinating subject. Let's head to the deep ocean room and set down our things, okay? You follow the group through the rest of the jellyfish exhibit, relieved to be free of Delane's terrifying facts until you stop. The other kids file into a room called the deep ocean room. Through the doorway, you can see the large tank. Glass lines an entire wall, floor to ceiling. There's something about that room, something about the incredible vastness of the tank, how it does really look like a portal to the ocean, and you get the impression of something huge moving towards you. A shark? You turn away, letting the others pass you. Hey Misha, can you put my stuff near yours? Why, you scared? No, I feel weird about that room. It just feels weird. Just take my bag. Fine, whatever, wait here. You think about the ocean. You think about water, deep water, so deep you can't see the bottom. You think about looking down and seeing nothing but darkness because the sun can't penetrate anywhere near the sea floor. You think about a giant mouth breaking through the darkness and it has eyes and teeth and it sees you. Hey! Misha grabs your hand. Come on, we're going to the kelp forest. Toby and a few other boys run by, laughing. You hesitate. Misha rolls her eyes. Don't worry. It's the kelp forest. It's not scary at all. No sharks, just some plants. Come on. She lowers her voice. This is our chance to hang out with the cool kids. I really want to look good in front of them. I know you're not like super into this, but it would mean a lot to me. Just try, please. This is the part of middle school that I hated so much. I was a new nerd, true for true, and I don't know. I had that boy crazy feeling in elementary school, but as soon as I hit middle school, I don't know, it kind of died away, and then I fell into other interests. But I guess for the story, I'll try. Thanks, Leisha. You're a good friend. Now come on. Yeah. When you reach the kelp forest, Toby has already jumped the railing and has his face pressed against the glass. Toby, don't do that. Going to get in trouble. Hopefully he'll get caught and kicked out. Whatever, as if I want to hang out with you dorks anyways. I'm only here because my dad made me come. Super stoked you made it, cuz. Stop being babies. I'm not gonna tap the glass so hard I murder all the fish or anything. They're just gonna die because I tap the glass? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Not falling for that. Wow, Toby is so smart. He doesn't fall for facts. There's no tricking that guy. You total dingus. Anyway, isn't the glass like 2 feet thick or whatever? Like, I tap the glass once and it's gonna break? Sure. I need a super katana or something. Toby looks at you and you freeze. Hey, I wonder what happens when you tap the glass with your freaky cyborg arm. Come on, try it. Oh, that's uncalled for. You don't, Toby, cut it out. Stop being lame. I just want to see what happens. Come on, Leisha. We're not supposed to tap on the glass with our normal fingers, but what about her weird robot arm? There goes that word again. He keeps calling her arm weird. I don't know. If this really happened to someone and they're projecting into the story, I'm so sorry this happened to you. This is not nice, and it's just not nice. Maybe it's different. Maybe all the fish will come look at it and it'll be cool. Leisha, come on. Misha tugs on your sleeve and whispers, hey, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that because he kept calling my arm weird. Oh, come on, please. If anything happens, which it won't, I'll tell them it was my idea. Please. No. Ugh, whatever, lame. Toby dabs and then, oh my gosh. Toby dabs and then runs out of the room. Toby, wait up. Come on, Leisha. No, I don't want to follow him. You hear a commotion coming from the next room. You step out of the dark kelp forest exhibit, the reflections of the water still touching your feet, and into the brightly lit tide pool room. Yeah. The touch tank in the corner sparkles in the sunlight. A few of your classmates examine a dripping sand dollar, while others walk away from the tank, giggling after petting a hermit crab. A boy that you've never spoken to before approaches you. Sand dollars can feel pain, you know? That's, uncool? That's uncool? He walks away. Hey, you wanna poke the sea slugs? No. Aw, the hermit crab then? Nope. But the touch tank is part of the aquarium experience. At least touch the coral. Coral? Safe, non-moving coral. You can do it. You walk to the touch tank and look down. Colorful shells and lumps of coral lay on the sand. A dark purple sea slug climbs slowly over a rock. You take a deep breath. Okay. Slowly you lower your hand into the tank. Why are you doing this anyway? Because Misha told you to? Why do you do everything Misha tells you to do? Is she even still here? You can't hear her. Actually, you can't really hear anything. Your hand touches the water. It's cold. Lower, into the tank, into the scent. What were you reaching for again? Coral. Well, all you see is sand, even gently in the water. Specks float upwards and stick to your hand. Lower. And you know, you swear the tank didn't look this deep. The sand is even less gently now. In fact, it's swirling. You can't see your hand. The water is suddenly murky. It's up to your elbow now. The sand churns like something underneath is rising up. Pull your hand out. Pull your hand out. You move to pull your hand out of the tank, but something grabs you and pulls you back in. Terror rises in your chest. You can barely breathe. Yell for help. You yell, but no one seems to hear you. You brace your body against the tank and pull upwards. It fights you. It's pulling you in deeper, deeper. Leisha, help! You put your entire weight against the tank. Pull as hard as you can. You feel a release. Suddenly, you're standing next to the tank, surrounded by your lively classmates. Some of them are staring at you, giggling and pointing. You look at the tank. The water is clear and only a few inches deep. The sea slug continues its slow journey across the rock. Gee, stop yelling! What did you... Oh, a sand dollar? Cool, but you should probably put it back. You look at your hand. You're holding a sand dollar. Huh? I knew you'd like the touch tank. What do you mean? Well, you clearly got into it. Your entire arm is wet. You check, your sleeve is dripping all the way up to your shoulder. See? You just have to try things. I knew you would get into it. Try not to make a scene next time, though. Anyway, Monica says there's a room with stingrays, so we should go there next. Oh. Come on. Dude, stop freaking out. Everyone's going to think we're weird. It was probably just a hermit crab or something. You're fine. Let's just go to the next room, okay? As Misha grabs your hand, you look back at the touch tank. It looks normal. I mean, as normal as weird looking coral can look. That is coral, right? You're starting to get a headache. The longer you look at the touch tank, the more it hurts. Come on. You look away and allow Misha to pull you into the next room. Monica and Delane are already in the Ray's room when you enter. And besides, they're mostly harmless. I don't know, those stingers are freaking me out. Actually, those are manta rays. Plus, stingrays don't attack unless antagonized by a predator. Their barbed tails are only used for protection, although they are closely related to sharks and don't have bones, just like their shark relatives. Rays glide through the water. This tank is really big, the biggest you've seen so far. It's making you uncomfortable. You step back and survey the room. Plaques detailing the different types of rays and facts about their natural habitat line the wall. There's a doorway on the left side of the room with a restricted area, no entry, sign front of it. The room past the doorway is dark, but you can see something on the floor. It looks like a broom handle. The object is partially obscured by the doorway. You walk closer. A janitor's trash can and equipment are knocked over, cleaning items strewn haphazardly on the floor, and there's something behind it. You get closer. What is that? Hi, Alicia. How's it going? Remember those restricted areas I mentioned before? This is one of those, so you're going to want to head back to the exhibits. What? What's with all this stuff on the floor? We're kind of short-staffed these days. Janitor probably knocked it over. We'll get it cleaned up quick. That's why these areas are restricted, so you kids don't see the messes we leave behind. You make your way back to the group. Is he living in the aquarium? Only account for 306 deaths by drowning per year. Oh, Delane! Girl! Wow, Delane, you sure do know a lot of really bummer facts. I want to be a marine biologist someday, so I do know a lot of facts. Sorry if knowledge bums you out. Chill, you guys are giving the fish anxiety. Whatever. Hey guys, come quick. They're feeding the sharks in the deep ocean tank. Oh, I got to take a selfie with that. That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, come on. Toby turns to follow Monica and Delane, then he looks back. Misha, you coming? Sure, yeah. Okay. Misha doesn't hear you, or maybe she pretends not to hear you. She runs after the others. Hey. The room is silent. You are alone, right? You look at the rays and then at the handle of the broom, still peeking out from the restricted area. And the guide, wasn't he here? Where did he go? You feel your heart beating faster. A sign on the wall points towards a hallway labeled Open Seas. That sounds fine. You walk towards it quickly. You immediately notice a change when you enter the Open Seas room. The room is circular, and unlike the other rooms, there are no tanks on the walls. You look up. Shiny fish swim in endless circles around the top of the room in a giant circular tank. You take a moment, breathing hard. You're feeling lightheaded. You sigh and sit down on the floor. So this sucks. You didn't even want to come here. Why did you come here? Because Misha told you to come? Why? She doesn't seem to care now. She left. Maybe you're just her backup friend. You know, I'm starting to see what she's going through. It does sound like she's having like social anxiety. And possibly even just a phobia of the ocean, which can happen, you know? Maybe she likes having you around in case there's no one better to hang out with. Maybe she likes that you don't have very many other friends. Oh, maybe she likes that you need her. Oh, you hold your bare arm against your chest. You're freezing, but also somehow sweaty. And Monica only invited you because you're in her class and she has to invite everyone. You only talked to Monica like 4 times. Does she even know your name? You could be home doing something you enjoy, but instead you're here doing this because maybe you really wanted to believe Misha. Maybe you also wanted to feel wanted. Oh. You tilt your head back and stare up at the fish again. You try to focus on one fish and follow it all the way around the room. You keep losing it in the swarm of other identical fish, which shimmer silver in the light. Your neck's beginning to hurt, looking up, and your head hurts as well. And there's quite a lot of water above you. How thick was the glass again? The headache is getting stronger, but you can't stop looking. Can't stop staring at the fish. You're beginning to feel a little motion sick. You're sitting, but it hasn't helped you catch your breath. Are you that out of shape? You wonder what happens if you throw up in an aquarium. Maybe you go to jail? Fish jail? You take a deep breath and stare at a single point of glass on the tank. You focus in on that area, shutting out everything else. And then the glass cracks. Oh. The fish swarm. Hundreds, thousands of fish weaving in and out of the pack, in and out of the holes inside of each other. Thousands of glassy eyes staring right at you. Yikes. There are so many of them, they create their own object, a heavy object, one that can crush you. Thousands of tiny withering bodies in pain because you upset them, and now they're dying and they're going to take you with them. The swarm reaches out one giant tendril, an arm bigger than your entire body, and plants it on the seafloor. Then from its withering body, it extends another tendril and another, all bending at odd angles. Even though it's millions of fish, you feel a reverberation in your bones as the knees break to bend backwards. Oh my gosh. This poor girl. It tries to move. It can't. It's dying. It screams in pain, each limb breaking under the weight of the swarm, each time a new one growing back. And they all have eyes, and they're all staring at you. The swarm screeches and bends and reforms into an enormous ball, and then a hole opens in the middle. Small at first, but now bigger. It's deep and black, and you can't see the bottom, just swarming, screaming dying fish all the way into the void. It moves to swallow you, and it does swallow you. And for a moment, you can't scream, you can't move, you can't breathe. And then you can And you do. You scream a lot, very loudly. You sit up from the floor. When did you even lie down? And stand up shakily and you run. Run! Yeah, she's definitely having an anxiety attack. You run, you don't look back, you don't look at where you're going. At some point, you hit a restricted area, slide and stumble. You keep running. It's dark. You slow down. You breathe. It's actually really dark now. Where are you? Half finished posters line the walls, empty tanks sit on the floor, a table is knocked over. Up ahead, you see light peeking through a doorway. You enter. You, Alicia? Okay. You're finally here. Oh, um, are you enjoying your trip to the aquarium? Is it playing out the way you expected? What did you expect anyway? Did you expect to have a nice time with your friends? Making memories, learning about the natural world, growing as human beings? Maybe you anticipated some of it. Toby's crudeness, Monica's arrogance, Misha's neglect. But maybe you were hopeful that in the end, despite everything, it will all be okay. You broken, desperate idiot. The vast ocean, in its infinite complexities, doesn't even acknowledge your existence. 100 million miles of sea, of void, and you, a lone shark? Come closer. Oh, no thank you. This is the part where it gets better, right? This is the part where your friends run in and save you. They say they've been looking for you this whole time. They say they're sorry for leaving you alone. You feel comforted. You feel safe. You feel accepted. That's what happens next, right? They'll be here any second. I think I hear them now. Oh, my mistake. Must have been a stray Roomba. Your classmates are enjoying their night. They are enjoying each other's company. They are making memories. They are learning about the natural world. They are growing as human beings. And they do not miss you. They haven't even noticed you're gone. You came here to prove yourself. And, little shark, what did you prove? You proved that you were right about your classmates. That voice in your head, the one that you could never quite silence, that one that says they're better off without you. Did you really want to believe they were your friends? Or did a tiny, bitter, angry part of you, the part that has been hurt, want to find justification for your anger, for your fear, for your pain? When you needed help, none came, and here you are, alone. So congratulations, little shark. You were right. What now, Alicia? I am not broken. What's that, little shark? I am not broken. Sure, lie to yourself. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you see the truth. I am not broken. Give up. Stop fighting. Ooh. Stare at your own reflection. Look yourself in the eye and say that again. I dare you. I am not broken. I am not broken. Hmm? Fine, you need more proof then. Go ahead, find some. Ooh. Ooh, that part gave me chills. Maybe I should have chose my name. You're in a glass tunnel. Large dark fish swim above you, around you. An enormous shadow blocks the light from above, then disappears. Was that a shark? You really don't like sharks? You keep walking, the light filtering through the water, through the kelp, through the moving fish. Is odd. Oh, that's a pretty tunnel. There are plaques spaced evenly along the railing with fun facts and small blurbs about the creatures kept here. Dazed, numb, and directionless, you read them. Tuna can swim at speeds of up to 70 kph, 43 miles per hour. There are over 30,000 different kinds of fish, all which have their own colors and sizes. Many fish travel in schools to protect themselves from predators. Numerous sea dwellers use camouflage to blend in with their environment and confuse their hunters. That's relatable. You're back at the kelp forest. You remember this place. The room is colder than you remember. It must have been hours since you were last here. And up ahead is that, guys, it's me. I'm back. Toby, Monica, Delane, and Misha stand next to the kelp forest tank. So close, in fact, that they're completely backlit by the light from the tank. I don't think that's them. You have no idea what a relief it is to find you guys. Guys? Oh, okay. Okay, it's okay, honey. It's okay. Run. Yeah, that's a little terrifying. The deep sea room, your worst fear, your only option. You pull the large doors closed behind you and then lock them. You don't get the sense that anything's following you, but you want to be alone right now. You survey the room. Sleeping bags and backpacks litter the floor. There's also a small table stacked several feet high with LaCroix cans. Classic Monica. Looking closer, you spot two familiar backpacks, yours and Misha's, but your sleeping bag isn't rolled up like the others. You see that Misha has laid out both your and her own sleeping bags next to each other, right up against the glass. She even found the blanket in your backpack, your favorite blanket from home, and folded it neatly over your sleeping bag. That was nice of her. Dazed and tired, you sit down on your sleeping bag and stare up at the enormous tank. Few sharks swim higher than you can see. Smaller ones lurk near the bottom of the tank. It's almost like you're the one in the tank, looking out of a window into the ocean. It's beginning to scare you again. You feel your pulse rising. You feel that headache coming on, but you force yourself to look. Out of your peripherals, you see a giant shadow, bigger than the others, approach you from the right. You stare ahead. You will not look away. And then you blink. In front of you swims a giant lemon shark with a prosthetic fin. Its skin shimmers under the filtered rays of light. Just as it's about to swim out of sight, it turns. It does a few passes in front of you, lingering. You get the impression that it sees you. Hey there, friend. It flips its tail a little. It's not as scary as you thought it would be. I mean, sure, it's huge, but it's just swimming. It's kind of peaceful, actually. You lean back for a while and watch. The shark swims around, weaving in and out of the rocks, passing the other sharks, reaching the edge of the tank, but never quite straying far from where you sit. There's a plaque at the bottom of that tank titled The Ocean Guardian. It has a picture of the shark with a prosthetic fin. Read it. Yeah, let's read it. Oh, meet Bruce, a lemon shark from the Atlantic Ocean. You may notice that Bruce is a little different from other sharks. Bruce was heavily injured after a run-in with an illegal shark finning vessel. Due to the loss of his tail fin, or was it caudal fin? Caudal fin? Bruce has been fitted with a prosthetic, which allows him to swim as gracefully as other sharks. Despite his trauma and injury, Bruce has a calm temperament. He can be shy sometimes, but sharks are naturally social creatures, and Bruce is no exception. Bruce is especially friendly with sharks who are new to our aquarium, and is instrumental in accumulating new sharks to the aquarium environment. Because of this, our handlers have nicknamed Bruce the Ocean Guardian. Oh. Unfortunately, due to his injuries, Bruce is unable to survive in the wild. We are happy to provide a home for Bruce, our unique friend. Oh, you watch the sharks, the lights of the tank dance over you, and you know you're beginning to get it. Why everyone loves aquariums so much. Sitting here watching these sharks is actually quite serene. You think you could sit here for hours. After a while, you hear the door open. Leisha! Misha runs over and hugs you. She hugs you so hard you almost fall over. I'm so glad we found you. I was so scared. Is she crying? Guys, we found Leisha. She's in here. Monica looks at you and smiles, sort of tiredly. Her hair is a little frizzy, like she's been running around. We've been looking all over for you, Leisha. Are you okay? I'm okay. That's good. We were all pretty freaked out. Oh my gosh, Leisha, finally, bro, it's you. Oh man, my heart is pounding. I was worried you fell in a tank or something. Toby, isn't there something you wanted to say to Leisha? Something you've been talking about saying for the past hour, remember? It was something like, I swear if we ever see her again, I'll tell her. What was the rest, Toby? Yeah, Leisha, I'm really sorry for bothering you earlier. I thought it was just being funny, but then when you went missing, I realized that maybe it wasn't very funny. I would have felt really bad if you got hurt or something. Anyway, sorry. And I think your arm is really cool. It reminds me of Iron Man. Pew pew. Yeah, that's it. Misha is still crying quietly into your shoulder. You've never seen her cry before. She's whispering something. I'm sorry. Oh, hug her back. I'm glad you guys found me. I was scared too. Yeah, this place is kind of freaky at night. I wouldn't want to get lost in here either. Bet. They've got some weird stuff hidden somewhere. Misha pulls away from you, wiping her face with her hand. So my eyes are red because I'm tired? Not because I was crying, by the way? I wasn't. Yeah, Misha, sure. But Leisha, are you sure you're okay? There's a first aid place, or like, I don't know. Your friends stare at you. They all look concerned. You look back at them, and for the first time tonight, you actually are okay. I'm okay. Prove it. Prove you're okay? By doing the wave? Prove you're okay by pretending to be a shark. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine, you dork. Hey, you're my best friend. You're my best friend too. And you're all my best friends too. Ugh, Toby. The search party over, all your classmates filter back into the deep ocean room. Some of them hold flashlights or wear safety equipment. They're all excited to see you. They must have been looking really hard for you. Monica walks up to you and hands you a LaCroix. My parents can take you home if you want. We didn't do the cake or presents because we were looking for you, so maybe we can cut you a slice of cake to go. And you can have all the LaCroix you want. I mean it, the entire pile. I know we're not like best friends or anything, but like, can I hug you? Oh, that was sweet of her. Yes. Monica hugs you tight just for a second and then let's go. Cool. Well, anyway, want me to tell my parents to take you home? You look around at your friends. They're smiling, laughing, talking as they set up their sleeping bags. You look at the tank. Bruce does another pass. You feel comforted. You feel safe. You feel accepted. I want to stay. Monica looks surprised. Oh, okay, great. Then let's do cake, I guess. You spend the rest of the night hanging out with your friends. You eat cake, you open presents, you play games, and eventually you fall asleep under the watchful eyes of the ocean guardian. Oh, look at them. They're just tiny human beings. Okay, that was a good one. It's a little short, as I was expecting, because the game, I think this one was free, but that was really nice. I did not like at the beginning that Toby was talking about her I can't even say the word, her prosthetic arm. Like, that is not okay. I don't know if back in the times when I was in elementary school, kids made fun of other kids because they had prosthetic limbs or in wheelchairs or anything like that. If it did happen, I was probably the one defending those kids because I didn't. But I'm glad she felt accepted. I wonder if I type in a different type of ocean animal, would my acceptance animal be something different? Or a fish be different? Like, I wonder if I chose a whale, would a whale be my acceptance? But that was a good game. That was Fishy, pretty quick. I like that one a lot. That one touched my heart a lot when it went deep in with the octopus. I was like, okay. But check it out on Steam. I believe this one was free on Steam. I have a couple of listed Otome games / visual novel games that I have posted on my Instagram. So if you want to take a look there, you can follow me there, like and subscribe on this video, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.